Greetings. Joining us on this broadcast. This is your headquarters for the end of the world. Just want to give you an update on how that's going. So I guess I just heard about this on a video. Actually, I heard about it before, but then I heard of. I guess it's fate. I heard it twice today, and I didn't know what to think of it the first time. But I guess December 21st, the world's going to end, or some things are going to get better. How many times I've heard that before? So I guess some of the bigger spiritual channels out there are selling the 2021. Anytime they sell a date, it never happens. So, more power to you on that one. I like the whole event situation, but technically we are going through an event. So let us know how that's going for you. Where do you come up with this stuff? I guess they just get bored, and I guess because it's 2020, 2012, when December 21st, 2012, and now it's always, and it's too bad some are really on that trail. It's I guess it's there to show the true colors of some of the spiritual channels that are out there. There's some that are really big, like almost 2 million subscribers. And it's like this person's been around for like over 10 years. I think their exit was like 2 or 3 years ago. But they're just hanging on there, pulling out whatever they can. So I'm seeing, at least there's one. I'm not paying attention to many, but one major spiritual channel is like turning into a conspiracy theorist. And there's others too, but it's like, geez. I mean, I guess they just run out of stuff to talk about and try to keep that flame going, and it's flaming out. Okay, I guess they have nothing else to do. So it's like an actor, it burns out eventually. I mean, it's weird. The intentions. I mean, if you have good intentions, it's one thing, but others just have a narcissistic intention. So it's very bizarre. So. I mean, who knows? Maybe the 21st, something will happen. I mean, something always happens, but it's part of like a winter solstice or something like that, which is good. But you never know. I think it's gonna be the end of the dark and all this positive stuff's gonna happen. Where have you heard that before? it's like the 2012 that was supposed to happen, and it just got delayed. They meant 2020 actually instead. But you never know. I mean, you never know. But anytime it's too bad. So it's too bad they're putting all that into a date. I mean, we're already going through a land of crazy right now. I mean, why don't you focus on that at the moment? Jeez, I mean, the election situation. Trump's now a super soldier, so he's immune to anything. So we have a corpse running for for the Democratic Party. I mean, it's quite, we have a lot going on right now. So whatever. So, okay, enough of that. I don't know if I'm going to channel it. It's better and better, doesn't it? So, something might happen on that date, but, it's never been, Also, the Zeta Grays in China. We'll go into that. It's really the main subject of it. That was the main subject within this whole December 21st nonsense. It's great. And I love it when I saw one video about it. It was like, oh, if you don't believe me, then go back to your lower vibration or whatever the hell it is. It's like, it's just, yeah, whatever. Whatever works for you. So you have to you have to entertain yourself somehow. So, yeah. So all right, we're going to wait for the fake alien invasion. We're going to that in a second too. SimonTorrent.com. I have private sessions. If you can handle it, we're on a channel. Google Hangout, Zoom, and chat on my phone. Shop here. We're on on the 6th, I think. Same situation here. We have the what is this again? Sign up for webinar, social network, Rabbit, early access. What's going on here? So yeah, we have the fake news, we have fake alien invasion, we have fake Hollywood, we have a fake virus. Yeah, we're doing good. We got it all. I mean, we got fake 2021. Anything else? Anything else we got there? Fake election. Yeah, we're just cranking it out, aren't we? Yeah, I mean, who knows where things are going to turn? I mean, who knows? I mean, right now the timelines, nothing's clear where things are going. So just ride the wave. That's all we can do. I mean, presidents, who cares? Obviously, yeah, it's a surprise. Probably the best wording for it. Just ride the wave. The future is not clear. Nothing is clear. Don't worry about it. We'll make it through it somehow. Oh, if I know. So, like I said, one more thing I was going to go into. I forgot about it. Now, I'm not diving too much into the Orion, so I'm kind of giving it a little bit of a break. But it showed up on my feed. So, Orion energies, when I don't know what the Orions look like, that's a good example of it. Now, I said it's Anunnaki and all that, but I believe it has more of an Orion connection there. And you can say they're connected to Anunnaki also. And this is part of the Alien movie. So, like wiping out planets, and yeah, I believe these things do exist. Something in that form. Yeah, they bring parasites to planets and they wipe them out. But also, our world's kind of been infected by this too, like with the Black Plague, and even now what's going on. But now it's more of like a biological thing. But in the past, it's been insects basically. So just putting that out there. Just if you want Orions and understand that a little bit, I believe that has a strong Orion connection there. Yeah, it's kind of spooky, but look what world we're on. I mean, we're on December 21st world. It's like turning into a comedy show. It's just, I mean, some are like betting their careers on this. I mean, the Christians did this stuff a couple of years ago. They said the end of the world is going to be, I don't know, 2017 or something like that, 18. I think we're still here, right? And I don't see the negativity gone. So I guess that means we're all left behind. Shit. This whole left behind thing is nonsense also. It's just one thing after the other. Just so anyway. That 2021 or December 21st bashing. It's so frustrating. This whole thing is just so frustrating. So yeah, I guess I'll just ride the 2021. I guess I'll just run the 21st, run that bandwagon for a while. I mean, if you want to beat that drum, we'll beat it. I don't think it's going to go anywhere. I mean, they were talking about the event a year ago or something, that something we've never been through, and now look where we're in now. And nobody really, so they've been putting dates out all the time. So same old shit, right? Guess we have not learned, I guess. Well, I guess we just keep not learning. So it's like a comedy show. It really is. Whatever. Okay. All right. So this is Zeta energies connected to China. Now, if you look at China, there's a positive side of China. That's a positive Zeta. Of course, there's Arcturian there too, and obviously, there's a darker side of the Zeta. I feel there's more Zeta there in China than reptilian. There's reptilian. I believe there's more Zeta, at least in China. Every place is different. China, Zeta. There's the dark Zeta and the positive Zeta. The positive Zeta, people go to China is like the best place they've ever been to. And then, of course, if you live in China, it's a different story. I guess they have Arabic. I didn't even know about this, about the concentration camps there. That's Zeta. That's the dark Zeta. So even the firewall is Zeta when you think about it. So yeah, they're all vicious little things, aren't they? They have their agendas, whatever they might be. But once again, there is a positive side of China also. Like some people just rather live in China and just the hell with everybody else. It's so diverse. They have a little bit of everything. They have just a it's like culture everywhere. And that's so that shows that there's a positive energy there of Zeta, definitely. And there's, of course, there's other beings there too, but still the Zeta energy is the strongest. There's Arcturian energy there, but I think Zeta is 100%. So, but yeah, the Dark Zeta though is holy shit. It's like they're just out to just kick everybody's ass. Apparently, they hate themselves. But they have I know they talk about the cabal and everything and all that. And that's I'm starting to see more of the Zeta connection here that's stronger than once thought of. I mean, like people talk about the reptilians and all that, but I'm starting to feel like it's more of like a Zeta. I think the Zeta presence is stronger than the freaking reptilian energies. And obviously, it's positive and twisted and not so positive. Yeah, it's like slowly revealing itself. I didn't see it like that before. I mean, I knew there's a Zeta presence there. It wasn't that clear. But now I'm feeling like this is like a Zeta world when you're getting it's all about genetics. They want the genetics here and they can't figure this place out. They can't get what they want, so they want to control it. And they're doing a hell of a job. That's another reason why nothing makes any sense here. They want us all to go crazy to a certain extent. And I think they're doing a pretty good job. Yeah, they want people to go insane. I mean, yeah, there's an Orion presence here too, but I believe the Zeta presence is just as strong. Um, yeah, it's a combination of crazy, basically. So, yeah, yeah. I mean, look at China, and it's a strange place. It's not necessarily, it's not all bad, but there are some places. Yeah, it's like a city. Was it cities in China? Like what, 5 cities or something like that? They're empty. I mean, actual cities. I mean, that's something a Zeta would do. They do bizarre shit. So yeah, we're always putting energies on reptilians and all that, but I feel like yeah, they're playing a part, but it feels like it's more of a Zeta menace. And you can say like the reptilians are behind the Zetas, but I don't know about that. I think the Zetas know exactly what the hell they're doing, whatever the hell that is. Drive us all insane, basically. They're doing a pretty good job. Eat meat, get lower your vibration, but that's not always the case. You don't always have to lower your vibration there. But the way they're treating cattle, the way animals are treated over there is very negative Zeta-like too. They treat humans like shit too. They poison us. They just do whatever the hell they can. So I believe there's an Orion connection there, Orion Zeta. But anyways, it was definitely a Zeta. It's like a mad scientist, basically. So yeah, very cutthroat. So I mean, most of the sightings of alien are Zetas. You don't see any reptilians. I mean, has anybody really seen one? I mean, you might little fragments. There is always a Zeta normally. So I think it's kind of like a clue. So they do cover things up. That's not to say there's not other beings here. Of course there are, but I feel like the Zeta is really the stronghold. I mean, look at the world today and look at our. So, so anyway, all right. All right. Well, how do we bring it? I go bring in a positive Zeta energy. Take that as you will. Yeah, to bring out a different perspective. Yeah. So connect to a neutral Zeta energy to give you different perspectives. So, just do it that way. So, I mean, Zetas are part of my awakening. So, and even that, when I look back at it, it's like, some of them are assholes. So, it's like, at the time I didn't really understand it, but now I was like, these guys are dicks. So, but not all of them. Not all. Some of them are. All right. Yeah, they're kind of like biological robots. Yeah. They're insects slash robots. I mean, they're they have a. I mean, they're like us in some ways, but they're robotic. So just sinister. I mean, even the Alien movie is like the energy I got from that too is like the androids creates a monster to destroy the human race. So maybe that is happening here. You know, create a virus or a insect race to wipe us out. Doing a hell of a job right now. So anyway, there's a lot of different ways of looking at things. Let's put it that way. So all right, blessings. Here we go. To, weirdness. Greetings. We are the Zeta Councils. Yes, we are. We're actually in Arcturus. We are, yes, assisting in your balance of yourselves. There is, yes, a Zeta presence that basically has to improve. The Zeta Gray, or alien beings, are also to improve themselves. And some of them helped you in your evolution, in your DNA. So they feel like as if they have a rule over you. They feel as if they have the right to control you. As many of you are feeling that control energy. So, yes, you're dealing with narcissistic beings, yes. Well, another point of view is say like an alien race, this is the Zetas, take control over humanity in a form and show it off to other alien beings, like an Orion being or whatever it might be. And they trade you off. They do abductions. They do whatever they want to your society. You know, you are, as some of you feel, you're going into you're in a complicated situation. So yeah, energy. Some beings are feasting on your society, basically. As some of you feel, why nothing ever makes sense doesn't mean you won't get the full truth. They can't actually put the truth right in front of you. Will you believe it or not is another story. They have not gone into the full details of it just yet. No, not yet. But that doesn't mean they won't. They'll lay it out right in front of you when they feel it's time to do so. You might not like what you hear, but once again, many aren't going to believe it for the most part. Society is still, now some will, but many are still adolescent. Yes, it's all about DNA, but also it's basically some alien beings they're out for blood. Yes, as you can see in your society, it's a society of chaos. So you can say some Zetas are kind of parasitic energies themselves, as you can experience that. And they're very powerful. So they are kind of hinting of their existence here. Some are actually terrified of Zeta. You know, sometimes it's good to face your fears. You don't have to go and hug one or make out with one or anything like that. But it's good to understand those that are oppressing your world. So really, one of the reasons why we are speaking today is to let some of their secrets out, little by little. Now, it's little by little. I realize your collective still has difficulty in understanding itself, but little clues are put out there for you to connect with, see what you feel. Yes, of course, there's positive Zetas here. Zeta, but then again, some of the Zetas that are causing difficulty on the world see the positive Zetas as boring, unfeeling. They even see it as dark because you know it's a war. Wars are unfriendly. Yemen is a Zeta presence there. And yes, there's a lot of alien artifacts that they're controlling at this time. And Zeta is the lower dimension, Zetas as we're speaking of. Yes, to feed off of human energies. You can say they can sell the energy or they exchange it. Yes, they cause a lot of difficulties here. And they do drain the Earth's energy as they're draining yours. So if they can't drain yours, they drain the Earth. It doesn't mean it's the end of it, no. As they themselves can only handle so much, meaning they can wipe out their own race very easily. So they have to be careful. Even as we speak, we're draining ourselves. So it's up to the human race to, well, let's put it this way. If you want to know what's going on, first off, you have to be patient for it, and it will be delivered. Now, it's going to be slowly. Now, we're not going to say it's going to be like an alien invasion or anything like that. But your government is going to do whatever it's going to do. They actually have free reign. I mean, obviously, no alien race is going to fight that. But as you know, also your secret space programs, all Zeta plays a big role in that, depending on who you're talking to, of course. As when you connect to aliens in space, Zeta is always the main, you know, character here because yes, they play a big role here. Zetas fight other Zetas. So you have a Zeta ship. Zetas can work with reptilians and other beings to shoot down other Zetas, which also gives you a clue to Roswell a little bit. So Zetas that do cause a lot of difficulty in your government and hijack it. It's not just reptilians. Zetas are actually, yes, darker than reptilians. Reptilians, it all depends on the agenda, but many feel like the reptilians are part of, yes, of course, but Zetas are still vicious. And the energy goes into a lot of why humans are kind of going insane, turning into psychopaths, sociopaths. That's a lot of that's Zeta energy too. They lost connection to higher Earth. They've lost connection with everything. They don't know what they want anymore. They just don't care. This 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 experiment, your planet, as it's they feel as if it's their world, and we realize there's reptilians that say the same thing. But also reptilian Zeta say the same thing. So yes, reptilians can be quite vicious, of course, but in our experience, Zetas are worse, as they can connect more to the human than even the reptilian. As many are quite afraid of Zeta for obvious reasons, but also you're afraid of your human. Humans are afraid of humans, and there's a reason. It has to do with yes, your ancestors, which is very Zeta. There was a positive energy, of course, in your upbringing, but there's also a price because you have DNA that you do that's very rare. Yes, and they feel like they own you, as do other beings. That's what you're dealing with here. That's all we have at this moment. Greetings. This is Archangel Michael. Blessings to you. To clear out the vibration that was just here. Not that those are negative. Zeta is just the subject matter. It's quite heavy, isn't it? The human evolution is not an easy one, as you are experiencing it today. But we want of this new reality, this positive reality you're looking for. But it's also here to understand why the world is the way it is, how you got here, how to heal it. And that is part of your awakening. So 21st is kind of true in some ways of truth revelations. Yes, I believe that's part of the wording of truths coming out, but it might not be what you're looking for exactly. So it might not have the fireworks that you're looking for, but it does not mean that honesty won't deliver of what's been hidden for so long. It's just a gradual process. I mean, it's like some are looking at that day as Christmas, but doesn't mean you're going to get all your presents in one day. So, and you might not always like your presents. You might always like what's being delivered. You might not always like what you're hearing. So, there are little specks of knowledge there that will come out little by little, and already have had in the past, but some have heard and just looked the other way. But yes, you're here to put the pieces together, and one day you'll be guided to do so. It's like, whoa, this message was said months ago or years ago, and nobody thought much of it, and that plays a part in your awakening. Just little gradual offerings that come here and there. So, yes, you're going into an awakening period. It's like no other, yes, but it's not always has a date on it. It has just when is humanity ready for it? As many have realized, nobody's ever ready, but some of you are, and you're bringing a new vibration into the earth. You are digging into the astral realms and the Akashic records. That's why many feel tired, fatigued, out of it. Why you're having domestic disputes. A lot of it's just about bringing knowledge into the earth. Is that many of you wonder, it's like, why are all these things happening? Why is my life like, why am I living a troubled life? Because you're not into all the BS of the universe. You're not into the BS of, the reality. You said no to all of that. And said no to all the manipulations. So yes, you're going to get messed with. Not everybody gets that, but some of you do. Some of you just know you're done with all of the manipulations here. So yes, you're going to go through hardships because of who you are. It's like a white knight, male or female. So yeah, that's why many of you are going through difficulties now. It's the knowledge that you have. It's like knowledge has a price to pay. Even if you don't remember your knowledge, you know who you are, and you know that you're not into the manipulations of this reality, and that's a major step. So yes, there's a lot of difficulty that comes with that. It's priceless, but also comes with difficulty. But this is how you earn your wings, you can say. So let's see. All right, let's see.